I can start. I can think of my first move. Well, Adam expects me to play d4 and I will not disappoint him. Now, let me just see, where do I actually go to my lead chess? There it is, d4.
Hi everyone, hello. I'm here to play this game against Christof. He's a pretty strong player, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'll do my best. Pretty sure he's going to play his London system against me.
D5. Okay, I expected that, and Adam probably expects from me to play knight c3, the Jubava London system, but I will surprise him with the standard London system.
Okay, so this is a slightly different way to how he normally plays it. He normally brings his knight out first. So I don't think it makes too much difference. I'll just play normally.
Knight f6, a very standard reply move. Adam is a London player as well. I play e3, standard third move.
Oh, okay. It's just a little bit different now. So I can play c5, and you probably can play knight c3. I think I can handle that.
c5 is considered the more aggressive reply of black. So standard reply is c3.
Oh wow, okay, he's playing his pawn c3 version. That's fine. Now I'm going to bring my knight out to c6. If he then brings his knight out to f3, I've got this queen b6 little trick. So hopefully he's going to do that.
He thinks a lot of time, or maybe it's the talking which consumes so much time. Knight d3 standard.
Okay, he's playing this well. I think the move here is probably bishop f5. Pretty standard stuff.
Bishop f5. Well, and I'm already lost because I'm not a real standard London system player. So, well, I play knight f3.
Yep, okay. So I'm expecting some very common moves here. Knight e5, probably bishop d3. He might castle on either side. I haven't quite decided yet.
Okay, e6 blocks the bishop f5 to return. So now I can go queen b3.
Okay, this is interesting now. This is very interesting. Why can I not play queen b6 here? Okay, queen b6, pawn takes. That is absolutely fine, I think. I just take back my bishop, and I'm just going to open up the A file here.
Queen b6 is the typical reply after queen b3. Now I just wonder whether I can take on b6 and then go bishop c7 to take the pawn. I might try it, and then I get the white squared bishop. Let's try it. On the other side, I have the open A file for black. So, what is the alternative? I could go knight h4. Maybe I do that first.
Now, this is something I wasn't really expecting at all. Can I stick in c4? That's the question. Just give up that pawn and play my pawn structure is going to be better. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Forces him to exchange the queens, which I'm pretty happy with, I think.
c4 is also very typical. Of course, I have to take probably now. On b6, otherwise I might lose the pawn on b2. dangerous.
Take that.
Okay, and now with the queens off the board, I will take on f5. No question. First maybe bishop c7, knight d7. I can play e4 then. That might be interesting. I do that. Or f3, a4. Well, knight f5, bishop c7, and then I have a nice square on e5.
Take back again. So I've got a couple of ways of defending against it, because I could either just push the pawn, or I could play something like knight d7. It doesn't quite look right. That knight probably wants to go into e4 at some point, so I think I just push this pawn.
Before, he might want to push forward to b4 actually. Yeah, I thought he was not able to do that. Yes, I probably have to play to develop my bishop e2 and then castle.
Okay, now this is interesting. Do I want to play something like king d7 to kick that bishop? Now the queen's off. I don't need to be too worried about my king being in the middle. It's probably just going to play to b6 and then back to c5. That's probably okay because I can swap them. Yeah, that looks fun actually. I'm going to play that.
King d7, interesting. Of course, he doesn't have to castle. I have to retreat.
Okay, now he's got the bishop pair, so I'm going to ask him if he wants to trade. I could even play knight e4 here, actually. No, I'll trade the bishops.
Bishop d6. He gets rid of his bishop. Fine with me. Yeah, I take. His king is out. No, I don't take. I have a nice square on e5. I want to make use of that.
Okay, now I'm just going to exert more pressure with knight e4. He can't take it anymore. Where's his knight coming? Is he coming into e5 himself? I think that's too much to avoid, is a bit. It's something to worry about, actually. Maybe I need to play knight rook e8 first. Yeah. Yeah, that looks right.
That's a nice idea of him. He wants to play f4, and I can't take rather really if I castle, and even if not, then he has the pin on my bishop e2s. But I might check on e5 now. Or I put my bishop on e5. If I check on e5, now I just lose actually the pawn. So it doesn't develop very well for me. Knight h4 is possible, but that's, he can defend. Bishop d6. I go bishop d6. I go bishop d6, I take. Yeah, I think he's better off at the moment. It's not good. I have to prevent f4. I can't castle, f4 would come, so I have to indeed weaken my pawn structure with g3.
Sure what the idea behind that move is exactly. I suppose he wants to just create a bit of space on the king side. I might try and do the same. Speed up a little bit here. Time's running a little bit low. I want to prevent this knight h4 move ideally. Perhaps I can start off with knight e4.
Yeah, knight e4 was to come, that's clear. I can castle, but then I can't push the knight away. Probably I have to offer an exchange just to get rid of that knight. Then it's bishop against knight end game, and at least it's not a too bad bishop.
Okay. And my idea is just to push these pawns. Let's start off with this one.
Yeah, I realized it might have been better actually to not exchange the knight. Now if I take I can play f3, knight d2, yeah, I have to, and then pushing somehow e4.
Not unexpected. Let's take the knight. Now I'm going to try and blast open this queen side, I think. Or maybe I want to put pressure on this e3 pawn. Yeah, let's try doubling up this e file. You can't defend that easily, I don't think. Okay.
Okay, wants to double rooks. I open the H file. Or is it first? Yeah.
I'm not too worried about that pawn at the moment.
Okay, he threatens and he will take, but I will take as well.
Okay, now maybe I should be worried about that pawn. Oh, okay. Now I'm in a little bit of trouble actually. I'll play faster as well. Let's come back here. Is that a mouse slip? Did he mean to take that pawn? I'm just going to take. Okay, now I'll go after this one.
Okay, I have to defend.
Yeah.
Should I take or not? When I take, then I don't have any access. Oh, well, but I could go rook h4, g4, and I might go to g7. So that's an alternative. If I go rook h5, then he takes, I don't have the access, I take. Does he threaten anything? Well, rook h4, rook g4.
Not really sure what that move was about, to be honest. I should really just be trying to eat up some of these pawns. Let's try doing that with the knight. No, let's see what he's got next. Okay, so now.
He's running out of time. Okay, I can go rook g4, rook g7. I have an h pawn. Okay, how to push? He will go rook knight f5. I can prevent that, then he captures. Yeah. Okay, far away from the pawn on h7. Oh, time out. But I probably am slightly better. Now let's switch on the mic, the loudspeaker again.
Thanks again, Christof.
Yeah, well, was interesting. I didn't feel too comfortable for most of the game, and I realized that I have difficulties doing 2 or 3 things together simultaneously, thinking and talking. Talking takes a lot of time.
Yeah. I think I messed it up towards the end now. I should have just tried to eat up some of those loose pawns a bit quicker.
Yeah, somehow I messed. I mean, I'm not the experienced London player, London system player, so you might have seen that I played second move bishop f4. So
yes, yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all.
I tried it, but somehow where should I have done better? Maybe not taking on b6.
I think queen b3 I was a bit surprised with, actually. Because when I open up that A file, it gets a little bit uncomfortable for you, possibly. But
yeah, right. Yes. Yeah, taking is usually not so good then on b6, or you taking on b3. Yeah, okay. Well, we will have a look at the computer later on. The computer says, and looking at the game. Shall we have the reverse?
Yep, let's do it.